Hi, I'm Ashley and I'm a first year veterinary student at St. George's University. And for today's vlog, I'm going to take you along with my Physiology II final. And honestly, it's a little bit scary because it's a total of 65 questions on the exam, and it is in 2 days. My parents are currently here on the island, so it is a little bit more stressful because I want to spend time with them, yet I also want to study for finals. So I actually studied the whole day today. It's Saturday, with by myself and with a classmate, just to make sure I'm getting most of the main concepts down, because we are talking about Addison's disease, diabetes, thyroidism. We also discussed a lot about the metabolism, neurophysiology. We kind of briefly covered over those, just because it's not the bulk of the exam. We also covered mostly reproduction of the different species, mostly cows, pigs, horses, and dogs and cats. But honestly, all of the different numbers and the different stages of the estrous cycles in these species is really stressing me out, because I do have to know all of that. But yeah, we're gonna get back to work just for a little bit longer. I am meeting up with my family later tonight, so there probably will not be another update today, just because I am spending time with them tonight so I can have the whole day tomorrow to study for this exam. And I'm gonna do my absolute best on it, so wish me luck. Good afternoon. So it is May 7th, a day before my physiology final, and I am slowly going through all the modules. I already went through the endocrine system, and next up I'm gonna get through all of the reproduction. I'm about halfway through it, but I was studying with a friend this morning, so I didn't want to record anything. But we're gonna do that. I was planning on going to the apartment today to drop off some stuff, but I think I'll do that tomorrow after my pharmacology review with the professor. So that's kind of the plan for today. Just studying for physiology, getting through all these different modules. Thankfully, the bulk of the exam is the endocrine system and the reproduction system, so those I've seen quite a few times in other classes and in plenty of my undergrad classes too, so it's helpful to reiterate some of the information while adding in some new information. But I will probably update you guys throughout the day, and right now I am kind of tired. I was out pretty late with my family last night, so I didn't actually get up until 9 o'clock this morning. So it has been kind of slow, but I'm hoping once I get some caffeine in me, then it'll get better. Well, I have been studying physiology for the last couple of hours. I just got through neurophysiology and metabolism, and I think that's all I'm gonna do with studying them. Just went through the lectures, and I honestly just went through the lectures of the endocrine and the reproduction modules as well. I'll probably start doing some Kahoots that I have from some of my classmates, so that's kind of how I'm studying, and if I get something wrong, I'll probably review it a little bit more, just to make sure I understand it for tomorrow's exam. Good morning! It is the day of my physiology final, so I am super excited to get this over with, because honestly, the weekend was so short. I'm where am I supposed to find time to study? But it's all good. I believe I know the material well, so I'm not terribly concerned this morning. But I am gonna get some breakfast at the bagel shop, and then I will get to studying. It's around 6 o'clock in the morning. My test isn't until 8:30. Hi, buddy. Sorry, just met one of the cats on campus, but that's kind of what the plan is this morning. I'm just gonna go over kind of like the notes that some of my classmates put together because their notes are so good. And I'll probably go through some more of my Kahoots just to get some extra practice in if I have time. Good morning. So I just got my breakfast. I actually treated myself to 2 donuts this morning because I barely ate anything yesterday because I was just so anxious and nervous about taking the exams this week, so I just didn't eat much. And then I also got an egg white sandwich too to eat for later, so I'm gonna get to that and then get to studying. Well, I am back from the physiology final. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of a mess. When we got to the testing site, the proctors didn't realize that we also had an exam in the same venue as 5 other people, 5 other groups. So we had to really jam ourselves in that testing center because there's like 170 of us right now. So we're kind of a big class as well, and we were in there with the medical students, pre-meds, FTV, and a bunch of other people. And we couldn't start our exam until everyone had gotten their passwords. So we were in the testing center, not able to look at our notes for about 40 minutes. So that kind of messed with me a little bit. I was extremely stressed out because I couldn't start the exam, and I got into the testing site early because they had to get so many of us in there, and then we weren't really sure if they had the password for our exam, but thankfully they did because our professors came to the testing site just to like help us out, because honestly it was beyond stressful. Like, the exam itself I thought was really fair. I'm not very good at like guessing what these professors are gonna ask though, because I don't know, I get test anxiety, I guess, or I just blank on the information, or maybe I was just too stressed out today with everything that was going on. So yeah, the physiology exam did not go the best, but I don't think I failed it, so that's the good part. But I don't know if I got the grade I wanted out of the class though. I'm hoping I did, but honestly, you never know until these grades come out. And also, I'm not sure if the professors will give us some points back because they know how stressed out we were today, or like if there's any questions on the exam that a lot of people failed on. It all depends, honestly, but I hope it went okay. But we will see on the 17th. Yeah, I don't really like this new SGU rule where we cannot view our grades until after 3 days past our last final exam. So we honestly have no idea if we've passed or failed a class until the 17th, because that will be 3 business days after our last exam. But yeah, that's kind of how the physiology final went today. I mean, the exam itself was pretty good. And now I'm currently in my apartment just unpacking some more stuff because I actually officially move in this week. So that part is kind of stressing me out a little bit because I actually need to move all of my things over before I leave. So yeah, that's kind of how the physiology one went. If you guys did like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you do have any questions or concerns, please put it down in the comments below. And I only have 2 more exams to go. It's crazy to think about that. But I will start the pharmacology vlog next. That's my big exam. That's the one I've been stressing about. If you guys haven't been following along, that's the class I am struggling in greatly. So the final is going to determine if I move on to term 3. So stay tuned for that vlog, because I'm sure it'll be very interesting seeing everything that I'm doing for that exam, because I am pulling all the stops out for that. So it's gonna be a great time. But I will catch you guys on the next vlog.